everyone! Welcome back to Piofiore Faded Memories! The route that never gets better! Is that what I'm just gonna start calling this? Well, last time, it got kind of better because we did leave the Lao Shu and now we're staying in this awesome room, but it's better than the Lao Shu. But also then we had to witness Nicola's funeral, which was not fun. And Orlok is still very much brainwashed by all this mumbo jumbo about prophecies. Thus far, every episode, I just leave feeling kind of depressed. So I'm just gonna assume that it's gonna happen again this time. Honestly, right before this, I finished recording Twisted Wonderland, and you know, if you watch that Let's Play, you know that I'm just loving book 6, and I'm having the time of my life, so I'm actually feeling very good and in a very happy mood right now, and we're gonna just do this fun little experiment to see if this route can take my happy mood and crush it. There's a good possibility that it might happen. But yeah, so you know, I'm just gonna prepare for the worst, and let's just jump back into this, okay? It had been a week since we lived at the hideout in Kreta. Oh wow, a week already. In this room. We need a mattress. Fortunately, no one had found us yet. We were living a life of relative peace. Well, that's good. Orlok returned with some groceries in hand. But what's the plan? Like, how long are we living like this? I greeted him with a smile. Welcome back, Orlok. Orlok seemed relieved, seeing that I was still in his room. Oh, in the room.
無事でよかった。
Should I be saying that? Oh, shouldn't I be saying that?
だって安心したから。あなたを置いていくのは心配で、買い出し自体は苦じゃないけど、離れてるとハラハラする。
Orlok was the one who stepped outside and was exposed to danger. I suppose it was simply him putting me first as usual. I'm grateful that he's so thoughtful, but I also feel sorry for what he has to endure. Though I was certain the anxiety he felt was much worse. I'm sure the Lao Shu and the Falzone are looking for us now. Well, that's another thing I'm wondering, is like, did the Lao Shu purposely let us go?
大丈夫。見つからないようにしてるし、店もちゃんとしたところを使ってる。
Trusted as in...
料金は割高だけど、顔を隠しててもいちいち素性を聞かれないような店。
He handed me the paper bag. I took it from his hands and looked inside. Fresh tomatoes and shiny pine nuts. Ripe grapes and bright red pomegranates. I couldn't help but say, oh, okay, let's see. I couldn't help but say, I'm sorry, apparently. I guess I'm sorry. Okay. I'm so sorry.
どうして謝る?
Well, I've been reliant on you the entire time we've been here. I wish I could help you with the shopping. It gets boring just being here and...
ダメ。
It's too dangerous. Are you sure?
ダメ。すごく。二人で動くのは危険。だから、あなたが残るのは仕
Well,
方が
someone
ない。
figures out I'm here, though. Kinda screwed.
俺はラオシュやファルツォーネに見つからないよう動いてる。けど、見つかった時、ここを知られないように、追っ手を巻いて戻らないといけない。だから、俺一人の方が動きやすい。
Despite Orlok's thoughtful explanation, it just meant that I was of no use. I didn't know what to say. Orlok saw that I was troubled. He began to speak.
リリーは、俺を助けてくれてる。
Am I? Huh?
俺は食料を買ってくることはできるけど、料理は全然できない。
But is there even a place to
切る
cook in
くら
here?
いしか。
Is it more than just this room? Like, is there a kitchen? How am I cooking?
あなたのおかげで、こんな状況なの
Apparently
に、
I'm cooking.
いつも美味しいものが食べられる。
I thought there wasn't a kitchen. I thought it was just this room.
グラッツィエ。感謝してる。
Thank you, Orlok. His words warmed my heart. I wanted to do my very best to make a meal that Orlok could enjoy. I placed the groceries in the kitchen. There is in fact a kitchen. Okay, you learn something new every day. Then prepared a drink for Orlok to warm him up. After we took a sip of our cafe latte, I decided to ask him how things were outside. So, is everything alright out there? After all, I hadn't stepped foot outside ever since we arrived. Whatever Orlok told me was basically all I knew about current events.
静かなもの。ファルツォーネは 藻に服してるみたい。
Don't remind me. Okay, I'm in a good mood. I don't want to think about dead Nicola.
今は目立った動きは全くとってないと思う。
A few days back, Nicola Francesca's funeral was held in private at the church. Stop talking about it! The public was told that he had an illness, but it was still a sudden death for someone so young and and in his position. Way to flub it, me. Who would actually believe such a thing? We know all too well why he died. My memories. They vividly retained the image of his bloody figure and made my chest tighten in pain. Did they not? I mean, he's part of a mafia, so like him dying in like a shootout or fight or something wouldn't be that out of the ordinary for the public to accept. So are they not saying it just to, like, not worry the public that like someone was able to take down like the Falzone's underboss or something like that? Like they don't want to cause a panic, maybe? I took a slow, deep breath and asked him another question. Or maybe it would just make them look weak if they knew that their underboss could be taken down in a fight. That day, it seemed as though the Falzone wasn't only after us. They attacked the Laoshu too, didn't they? What happened at the church?
今日少しだけ教会の様子を見てきた。
Oh, I thought you were done. He talks so slow, I'm sorry. I always think he's done, and then I hit the button right as he's gonna continue talking. What did you find out? I lunged forward at Orlok in anticipation, and he simply nodded.
あの日巻き込まれて命を落とした一般人は
Well, of course, that definitely wasn't their intention. Well, right, because if I'm remembering correctly, didn't Nicola have everyone clear out of there? Ah, thank God.
シスターたちは隠れてたらしいけど、運悪くラオ州に見つかった人もいて、人質にされて怪我をしたって聞いた。命には別状はないらしいけど。
The sisters. Orlok hesitantly continued.
それと、その時の争いのせいで、聖堂が少し壊れてしまったみたいで。
It was?
修繕は始まってるみたいだけど、まだ立ち入り禁止になってた。
It was the main hall of the church. It was where the people of the town could offer their prayers.
抗争は一晩続いたらしいんだけど、翌朝にはラオ州が撤退したらしい。多分、俺たちがラオ州を脱出したのも影響してると思う。
Really?
タイミングもそれでぴったり合う。ラオ州はリリアーナ・アドルナートという聖なる存在を失ったから。
Let's be honest, they never had my holy support in the first place.
町の人たちに聖女がいるからラオ州が正しいとは言えなくなってしまう。もちろんすぐにはバレないだろうけど、ヤンはあれで切れる男だから。それにあれ以上教会にとどまり続けると反発を招くとヤンは思った。
That makes sense. There were many who weren't very happy about the Laoshu being there. Myself included. If they caused any more problems at the church, the citizens wouldn't stand for it.
ただ、ヤンの場合、住民の反発を買うことは恐れてない気もする。だから、それだけが理由ではないのかもしれないけど。
Someone's hungry. Orlok reddened as he held his growling stomach. I guess it's about lunchtime. Let me get something ready.
俺も手伝う。
Yes, please. Orlok quietly offered his help, and I smiled as I stood. We needed to hide ourselves while we were being hunted. Anxiety and fear were with us every day. But amidst all that, what I just heard brought a bit of joy to my heart. The fact that the Laoshu had to retreat from the church because we weren't with them. That they could no longer abuse the standing of the living saint from the prophecy. Sorry, the sentence confused me for a minute. And that the people wouldn't be used in the Laoshu schemes. Thank God. If we stayed with the Laoshu and listened to Yang, we would still be safe now. but I don't know. I'd be having a bad time. But I couldn't knowingly deceive the citizens and drag them into conflict. I wouldn't have done it even if it meant risking my life by refusing Yang's orders. That night, we stood at a crossroads, and I knew we made the right decision. Or the right choice. I can't read. I was certain of it. Oh, okay. I didn't even press anything. It just sent me straight here. Ugh. At least you're here, Gilbert.
今日はどんな話を聞かせてくれるんだ俺は派手に動いているつもりはない
My love is here!
教会からの要請に応じて迷惑なネズミを追い払っただけだ問題なのはロズベルグ教の名前や信託を傘に来て教会に居座っていたラオ州だろ
うその話だがラオ州もロズベルグに利用されていたようだ
You were using each other
どういうこと
ラオ州はロズベルグからある女を保護してほしいと依頼されていた
騒ぎになっている教会の女リリアーナ・アドルナートだったか
ああロズベルグは信託が示した女だと話していたのだがこの女いつの間にか増長して自ら聖女を名乗り出した
Hey, I'm not calling myself a saint Like that, by saying, but now she's using it to call herself a saint, is making it sound like I'm willingly doing that.
町の連中が聖女様を信仰してるって話は俺の耳にも届いてるが、本気で自分を聖女だって思ってるのか、その女。
Think about it for a few seconds, guys. Would I go into hiding if that were the case?
そうだ。俺も迷惑している。ラオ州の中でも。自分を信じるよう解き始めてな。
Actually, wait a minute. Maybe you guys don't know that I'm in hiding?
今ではラオ州の構成員にも信者ができる始末だ。
I still have to deal with Yang's lying.
また、直接の使者としてロズベルグからオルロックという男が派遣されていた。ファルツォーネは知っているだろうニコラ・フランチェスカを下した男だ。
Don't bring it up. Also, I feel like anything that comes out of Yang's mouth you just shouldn't believe. I grinned as I spoke Orlok's name and looked at Falzone. Don't do that.
オルロックというのか
Falzone muttered in a low tone. I nodded to confirm.
教会に警備を派遣していたのも
Oh my god!
オルロックの指示によるものだったが
Oh, guys, don't believe him. He's just lying. Orlok didn't order that at all.
ラオ州とファルツォーネの対立が激化したことでラオ州はロズベルグに見限られた。
ならそのオルロックとやらは今どこにいる落とし前をつけさせろ。
もういない。オルロックはその女を連れて
Okay, well now they know
消え
that I'm
た。
not around.
本当なのか
No! Well, I mean, kind of, but no!
この席で嘘はつかん。意味がないからな。
Don't say that because you are lying! I can't with this man.
身から出たサビではあるが、ラオ州としても無論このままにはしておけ。
You did let us leave on purpose, didn't you?
リリアーナ・アドルナート、そしてオルロックはラオ州で始末する。
I still don't really get what your plan is, but no. Why? I don't want to die.
待てオルロックは俺の獲物だ
No, Dante, that's gonna get you killed.
そうだろうな。当然ファルツォーネはそうしたいはずだ。
それにファルツォーネはもともとその女と縁がある
Gilbert, you need to like call Dante when you get home and like talk about how everything that comes out of Yang's mouth is a lie.
彼女をさらった張本人を生かしてはおけない
何よりフランチェスカの仇だからな。
Well, more than that though. His father too. He was being careful with his words, but it was clear Falzone had a grudge against Orlok. I was sure Redford was aware of that as well.
悪いがダンテ俺はその二人にでかい取引をご破産にされたんでな誰の獲物だろうと俺たちビスコンティも見て見ぬふりはできねえな
Oh god. Are all three families gonna be after Orlok?
わかるだろ。これはメンツの問題だ。
Okay, Gilbert. Hate to tell you, I feel like you kinda got... you should be at the bottom of the list. It's just a deal in comparison to killing 2 family members and... What's your reason, Yang? Never mind. Yang's at the bottom just because he's Yang.
見つければオルロックは殺す。女は
Don't
そうだ
sell
な。
me!
どこかに売り飛ばすのもいいか。
The conversation was going as planned. I hate him.
であれば早い者勝ちでいいだろう。残念だがオルロックの命は一つしかない。最初に見つけた者が始末をつければいい。
落としどころとしてはそれが妥当か。
理解が得られてありがたい。となれば型がつくまで俺たちが争うのは無意味だ。いずれかの組織がオルロックの首を取るまで不可侵を約束してもらいたい。
It's getting worse. It's happening again. It's happening again.
組織間の抗争を禁ずるということか。
へえ。まさかヤンの口からそんな話が出るとは思わなかったな。
Guys, you just need to always assume Yang has some ulterior motive.
抗争大好きじゃねえか。
そういうな。俺たちは皆奴らにメンツを潰された同士だろう。それに俺も時にはブルローネの行く末を案じることがあると。
No, you don't. The two of them glared at me, noticing my obvious lie.
ま、いいだろう。時間の無駄なのは確かだからな。
オルロックを殺すことさえできれば俺も異論はない。
ヤン、改めて確認しておくが、アルカは中立だ。もちろんアルカに位置する教会もな。今は手を引いているようだが、もし今後また妙な真似をするようなら不可侵は破棄する。
お前たちならそう言うだろうと思っていた。だが
You did a few days ago.
もともとこれまで教会を警護していたのはオルロックとあの女が望んだからだ。
Oh, you liar!
あの二人がいない以上続ける意味もない。
After my repeated lies... well, at least you say it. I looked at Falzone.
だが今の教会はファルツォーネが占拠しているようなものだろう。信仰さえあれば何をしても構わんのか。
ま、ラオ州よりはマシではあるな。
It's true.
だが、ヤンは今ここで何もしねえと約束した。
And also, Dante's hot. Gilbert. What? Like Gilbert said that for some reason? What? Huh? What does that have to do with anything? What?
なら、ファルツォーネもそろそろ教会から離れるべきだろう。どうだ？
I don't know about... I don't think I like that. I don't think I like that. I think that's part of Yang's plan for some reason.
ファルツォーネはあくまで教会を解放するために動いていた。ラオ州が手を出さないというのならこちらも引き上げさせてもらう。
じゃあ、改めて確認するぜ。中立地区に手を出した組織が現れた時点で俺たちの不可侵は破棄。
ああ、
肝に銘じておくとしよう。
それとダンテ、騙し討ちは主義じゃねえし、改めて言っておくが、ファルツォーネにとって重要だろうが、俺はその女の安全を保証するつもりはねえ。
I didn't do anything. I'm just existing.
反抗的な態度を取るようなら殺す。それでもいいな。
But I didn't do anything.
それは明暗だ。特にラオ州はあまり手加減が得意ではないからな。
Bolzone's answer was silence. Well, Dante, at least you still kind of care. Nothing signaling a yes or no.
ファルツォーネはあの女をまだ生かしておきたいのか。
I miss him.
しかしフランチェスカの復讐と計りにかけてどちらを優先する？今日の主だった内容はここまでか。 なかなかに興味深い話ができた。
I stood up and headed to the door.
オルロックが死ぬ前に戦っておきたいが、さてどうするか。
Whatever the results, all I knew was that I wouldn't be bored for a while. Okay, Dante, please tell me you're gonna stay behind and talk with Gilbert, because he was an idiot and left first. With Yang gone, I began speaking to Gilbert in private. Please tell me you're gonna be like, so, he's a big old liar, right?
ギルバート、教会の件、感謝する。
Man, this is not the conversation I hoped you guys were gonna have.
うん、気にするな。大したことじゃねえ。教会がラオ州に占拠されてると、俺も通いにくくてかなわねえからな。
The Falzone family had a relationship with the church for generations, which is why I should have spoken about the church first.
だが、俺がその件について思い至ったのは、ギルバートよりも後だった。俺は、まだ冷静になりきれていないのか。
The man who supported me was gone. I berated myself for my inadequacy. Words! Why are they so hard?
残念だったな。
It seemed Gilbert knew why I wasn't very vocal.
あいつの勘の良さは、俺も気に入ってたんだが。
I still can't believe he's dead.
ああ、
今回の件、勝機はこっちにある。早めにケリをつけてやるさ。
I could see the resolve in Gilbert's eyes. Without waiting for my reply, he quickly stood up and headed out of the room. And back we go. I was certain of it. What am I certain of again? I forget. It's been so long. It had been 2 weeks since we moved to this hideout. Home sweet home. Today's meal is made of alla Veneto, the northeast region of Italy that faces the Adriatic Sea. The capital of Veneto is Venice. So I totally forgot. Someone said that I need like a word for the food, like I have for Wii Tennis. So I just don't have to say it. I made with navy bean soup. I added celery and onions to the soup for added flavor. I finished the meal with a seafood risotto. Using cinnamon in the risotto gives it just the right touch.
どうしてベネト？
Orlok tilted his head in surprise. You told me yesterday that you came from Veneto, right? Last night...
眠れない。
No, I can't. I hate sleeping on the floor. Despite the peace and quiet, I couldn't seem to get my restless heart to calm down. Maybe it was because of the constant tension, but I was tossing and turning. Orlok, if it's alright with you, can we talk a little more?
もちろん。けど、何を話せばいいか、俺はよくわからないから、あなたが話したいことがあれば聞く。聞きたいことがあれば、俺が答える。
Okay. After a brief pause, I asked my question. You mentioned before that Bishop Roseberg took you in. Do you remember when that happened?
ある。
Then can I ask you something
も
else?
ちろん。隠すことはないから。
Are you sure?
大丈夫。嫌じゃない。
Wait. So, quite the build-up. It's just me making word noises. What about Dante's father? Do you want to hide that? Seeing his innocent eyes made me hesitate a moment. What was life like before you met Bishop Roseberg?
俺はベネトの外れにある村で母さんと暮らしてた。母さんは体が弱い人だったから、俺がまだ小さい頃に死んで、俺は一人になった。俺はただの子供だったから、一人では生きていけなかった。残飯を漁って食いつないで、少しして養護院の人に見つかってその少し後に芸家が養護院まで慰問に来てくださって、俺を拾ってくれた。
I see. I have to keep my smile. I smiled in an attempt to brighten the mood in the room. It came out somewhat awkward. I'm surprised you remembered your childhood so
あ
well.
なたは
Me?
あなたはブルローネの教会に来る前どこで暮らしてた
I'm not sure. I don't remember my parents. Which is why I'm a little jealous that you still remembered your life with your mother.
俺はお母さんにはなれないけどあなたと一緒には暮らせるから
Considering this is an Otome, I don't want you to be my mother. Huh? Questions filled my mind. His serious tone and the words he used caught me off guard. Perhaps Orlok is trying to console me somehow? Thank you, Orlok. Orlok looked at me with a questioning expression. His eyes softened, and he gave a sigh of relief. Last night, I felt the warmth of his kindness touch my soul, which is why I wanted to show my gratitude by preparing these special dishes. Orlok blinked a few times as he stared at the meal in front of him. I didn't have the exact recipes on hand, but they should be fairly close.
リリー流ならきっと美味しいあなたが作る料理はどんなものでも全部美味しいから
Okay, but what if it wasn't? Like, what if I made the nastiest thing ever, like, on purpose, and was like, here, eat it? Would you still say it's delicious? Thank you, Orlok. That's very flattering. Orlok tilted his head and looked at me with a bewildered expression on his face.
料理がうまいのはあなただけど
I giggled at his honest words. Oh, we then said grace and began to eat. Meanwhile, shame. I'm filled with shame. Who are we? Dante. I had been searching for their whereabouts with no progress in sight. The passage of time was starting to take a toll on my nerves.
なあ、繋いでくれ。
ようダンテ
Gilbert!
何の用だ、ギルバート。
オルロックの件だこっちはもうあいつの身柄を抑える手はずが整った
Do you really? Or are you just saying that? Also, I don't like you two going after Orlok. Because this is his route. And he can't die. Which means you guys might die.
場所はオルロックはどこに潜んでいる
教えると思うか早い者勝ちの約束だ俺だって譲る気はねえよ
だったらなぜわざわざ俺に
オルロックはお前の仇でもあるだからだ
Uh-huh. I calmed down hearing his words. Reminding myself of Nicola's death helped me regain my footing as boss.
取り乱してすまなかったギルバート情報に感謝する
I was ashamed to have acted out of line, demanding something to which I had no right. But I couldn't suppress the anger inside me. My emotions ruled my every muscle. I needed to kill him with my own hands. That was all I could think of. No, Dante, I don't want you to die. No! Also, is Gilbert really here?
ベネトが俺の故郷だって知識としては認識してたけどそこで暮らした時間は短いし故郷の料理ってほとんど記憶がなかった
Is that so?
けどあなたの気遣いはとてもありがたいし嬉しいと思うそれにこの料理もすごく美味しい
I'm glad you like it. I'll be sure to make it again. Orlok, what is it? Orlok closed his eyes, then spoke as if he were moved by the taste.
俺は今まで食事が美味しいかどうかなんて考えたことがなかった与えられる食事は生きるための糧で恵みでそれ以上でも以下でもなかっただけど
Orlok looked at me and spoke in a gentle and sincere
あ
tone.
なたと一緒にとる温かい食事はとても美味しいと思う
I felt a surge of warmth flow through me again, hearing his heartfelt words. And then I blacked out. The peace and calm of my daily life wasn't enough to ease my anxiety. Same, because Gilbert is saying he knows where Orlok is. Though it was good we haven't been found yet. We might be. But they must be doing something. I tried to ignore an unsettling feeling as Orlok was leaving to buy some groceries. Oh no, he's going out. That's not good. Orlok, I'm sure you'll be fine, but please be safe. I'm not sure he'll be fine.
すぐ帰るから、外に出ないで待ってて。
Maybe we should have gotten you a disguise. Like a wig, maybe some glasses, a different outfit, because you wear that coat all the time with the hood up. It might be, you know, easy to track you. Don't worry, I'll be right here. Be careful.
誰かいるな。
You are? I sensed someone looking at me. Who is it? Is it Gilbert? I deviated from my original course and went through various streets and alleys. But I could still sense someone tracking me.
食料を手に入れて帰りたいけど、今日はちょっと難し
You know,
いか。
Orlok, maybe you should have gotten food for like multiple days at a time. Like maybe a week's worth so you don't have to go out every day. I gave a deep sigh before sprinting quickly through the narrow alley.
そっちに逃げたぞ。
I heard yelling and footsteps following me. I exited the alley into the street. It appeared I had been ambushed.
思ったより早く見つかったな。落とし前はつけてもらうぜ。オルロック。
ギルバート・レッドフォード。
Gilbert, Orlok doesn't even know.
ビスコンティが。
That is true. He's like, time for payback. And he's like, what? He's like, well, you see, I had this deal going and you did a thing and little do you know, but that ruined my deal. It's like, what?
落とし前。
Gilbert's, reasoning for wanting to kill Orlok is kind of odd.
うかつに仕掛けるな。見かけによらずやるらしいしな。
そう簡単には見逃してくれないか。
I gauged my distance from them and looked for an opening.
どうやって俺を見つけた？
俺たちはこの辺の店や人間にちょっとは顔が利くもんでな。つてを使って探らせた。
Turns out you couldn't trust those shops. Going inside put me out in the open. Oh, going outside. Yeah, inside doesn't make sense. Going outside put me out in the open, so I shouldn't be surprised I was found. Gilbert Redford had strong ties with the people here, and was well liked. It would have been easy for him to gather information with those living around here.
そろそろ出てくる頃かと張ってたんだが、まったくいいタイミングだったな。言っとくが、一般人を恨むなよ。
わかってる。
If anything, I should blame myself. You should have wore a wig! The wig! It would have solved everything! The Visconti soldiers had their guns pointed at me from all sides. Oh, maybe you could have like put on a fun voice at the stalls and been like, hello, my name is Orlok. No, wait. That was stupid. You don't give your name. Hello, my name is Jack. There you go. I got you covered. Okay, you got the wig, the glasses, different coat, different voice, different name. Boom. We wouldn't be in this situation right now. I didn't mind facing them here, but now is not the time to fight.
受けるなら攻撃してくる。
On Gilbert's command, they pulled their triggers.
被害は最小限に抑える。
Punch. I jumped towards the nearest Visconti member and kneed him in the face. I used the momentum to jump off his shoulder. How are you so skilled in this stuff, Orlok? I mean, you were taken in by Bishop Roseburg. But like, you're like an assassin, you know? Like, you're so swift and can like kill people. Like, how did you learn to do this? Because you would think a bishop wouldn't be teaching kids how to do this. I saw an opening now. I quickly jumped through and flew past the soldiers.
Oh, wait.
I heard yelling and gunfire behind
逃
me.
げ切る。
I Meanwhile, I'm just by myself, like, la-di-da, what should I make for dinner tonight? Seafood was plentiful, especially with the bounty of the sea in Berlone. But eating the seafood over and over again might be tiring to Orlok. I didn't have many ingredients to work with. There wasn't much to do anyway, so I could think about it for a while. Maybe I can make some sweets? I looked out the window at the sun-soaked townscape. The days have been shorter recently. I wonder what's taking him so long. He's usually back by now. He's being attacked! Something wasn't right. I'd had a bad feeling since this morning. The fact that Orlok still wasn't back yet worried me quite a bit. Orlok is strong to handle himself. I told myself to calm down. Unable to keep still, I stood from my chair. When? Hello? Is it oh. Honestly, I was expecting to get kidnapped. And then a bloody Orlok walked in. You look real bad. Orlok, what happened? I looked at Orlok, home from shopping. My eyes widened. Orlok's clothes were stained with blood. Where are the groceries? It's just like so tone deaf. What happened to the food?
ごめんなさい。今日は何も
I was
買えなくて。
joking, Orlok. I wasn't serious. Never mind that. We need to treat your wounds. Let me take a look at you.
いい。自分でできるから。
You just sit over there. I yelled at Orlok, who was trying to keep me away. Unable to say anything in response, Orlok quietly complied. Let me take your clothes off. Try not to move your arm, okay?
はい。
I needed to take his coat off. I removed his blood-stained coat carefully so that it wouldn't rub against his wounds. A blotch of dark red lined his arm. You cut up kind of bad. It looked like a bullet wound, with the bullet still lodged inside. Ow. Ow, that's painful, dude. And you're just like, hi. You're not even screaming in pain. I'd be down for the count. But that wasn't the only reason why my breath caught in my throat. He's so scarred. What happened, dude? Orlok's soft white skin was covered in countless scars. Most of them only just healed over. Is that from your time on the streets? Or something after?
大丈夫。
He tried to calm me
これ
down.
くらいの怪我なら、俺は昔から何度もしてる。
How am I gonna get a bullet out of your arm?
だから、この傷がどの程度のものかわかるし、どれく
He had been wounded so many times before. My mind went blank just thinking about it.
リリーのことはこれからもちゃんと守る。何も心配しなくていい。
I said to him what was on my mind. let me just consult my notes to really figure out what's on my mind right now. Don't worry about me. Don't worry about me. What's important now is you, Orlok.
俺のこと
Even if you've been injured many times before, that doesn't mean you're not hurting. Orlok looked at me quietly. Why do so many words keep getting caught in my mouth today? As I scolded him.
そんなこと初めて言われた。
Well, now they have. Being in pain was normal, but no one around him even cared or worried about him? Apparently not even Bishop Roseberg. Just thinking about it made my blood boil and my heart throb in pain. Just stay still. I'll take care of it. I looked carefully at the wound. I washed the blood off his arm and confirmed that the bullet was still lodged inside. How am I gonna deal with that? Orlok raised his left hand reluctantly, seeing my pale face. He seemed unsure what to do with his left hand, whether to help me or not. Don't worry, I'll do it. Stay still.
わかった。
Back at the church, we saw a lot of people who couldn't afford to go to the hospital. I even saw one of the sisters remove a bullet from someone. Well, at least you got kind of an idea. I still remember the procedure. Just stay calm. I took a breath and examined his wound again. I'll get the bullet out of you. Bite on this towel so that you don't...
必要ない。大丈夫。
You can handle it. How do you know that? What pain have you been through? I nodded, seeing Orlok so calm. I got a sharp knife and some alcohol. I then cleaned the knife with the alcohol and heated. The tip of the knife with the fire. Ooh, yucky, yucky. Oh, ow, ow, ow. Okay, are you ready? Orlok nodded silently at me. He used his hand to spread the wound open. I needed to do this quickly and precisely. It took all of my might to force my shaking hand to stay still. Being careful not to cause too much damage to his flesh, I carefully dislodged the bullet. Done. Wait, that was it? Well, that was awfully quick. I was expecting worse than
あ
that.
りがとう、リリー。助かった。これでもう大丈夫だから。もう心配しなくていい。
If you say so. I cleaned his open wound, then wrapped his arm tightly with bandages. My hand started shaking again as I questioned Orlok. Do you mind telling me what happened? Who did this? He awkwardly put his clothes back on before answering my question.
ビスコンティ。ギルバート・レッドフォードに襲われた。
And Orlok's like, I didn't even know what I did to that guy. Why is the Visconti after you?
それは
I have no clue. Yeah, Gilbert's got a weird reason. Orlok closed his eyes. It seemed he wasn't sure himself. Well, you just rest. You need to sleep and recover your strength. I held back the paranoia I felt of other enemies approaching. His expression looked like that of a lost child. Orlok nodded in compliance and calmly laid himself down on the floor. What a mess. How long has it been? I slowly opened my eyes in the darkness of the room. I tilted my head and saw Lily next to me. She looked at me and gave a sigh of relief. How do you
か
feel?
なり休んだからもう問題ない。
Just sleep it off. I tried to sit up. No, you don't, Orlok. You need more sleep. Lily kept me from getting up and urged me to stay down.
でも
You've been asleep the whole day. You must be hungry. Let me get you something. You just wait here.
うん。
Her words were unique. For some reason, her words made me compliant. I couldn't fathom why that was so. I'm just cool like that. Okay, Orlok, open wide.
と
You shouldn't move your arm yet. You're right-handed, aren't you? She scooped some of the food onto the spoon, then positioned it in front of me. It appeared she wanted to spoon-feed me. That would be too embarrassing.
大丈夫。自分で食べられる。
I'll use my left hand. Besides being embarrassing, there was no way I could have Lily serve me. I appreciated her thoughtfulness, but I needed to take care of myself. Absolutely not. Don't move your arm while it's still hurting, you
で
hear?
も
You're only worrying me, Orlok.
分かった。
I really could take care of myself. But I couldn't fight back against Lily's orders. This was all too strange. Why was Lily being so kind to me? Was it okay for me to accept her kindness? Before long, I finished my meal. Now then, you should sleep a bit more.
うん。でもこうして優しくされてるとだんだん心地よくなってくるっていうか。
I get the feeling you've never experienced kindness like that before. Do you think you can sleep again?
眠れるように努力する。
I hesitated a bit, but I couldn't stop myself from saying it.
俺のそばにいてもらえる？
What did I say? Why did I say that? I was always alone when I was injured in battle. Not once had anyone showed me kindness or care. But not once had I felt lonely. Lily was looking at me with a surprised expression on her face.
Huh?
She must have thought I'd gone mad, given what I said. No wonder Lily was surprised. Of course. Lily gently smiled at me. Her smile was pure and serene, just like that of a saint. If that's what you want. She stood up and lay down at my bedside, right next to me.
ありがとう。
The only words I could say were words of appreciation. Lily spoke to me kindly. 2 pictures in today's video. Wowza! I'll stay here until you fall asleep. You worked yourself too much, Orlok. You need to get some rest.
ありがとう、リリー。でも、俺には使命が。
Just forget about that for now. No matter if you're a saint or a warrior, everyone rests when they're hurt. Just focus on getting better. Don't worry about a thing. We are sleeping on the floor. You're not in a bed. Her words flowed through my entire body.
わかった。
Her words were like magic. I could feel my exhaustion melting away. Lily ever so gently patted me on the head. Well then, how about a bedtime story? How about the Bell of Atri? Or perhaps the Crystal Rooster? An old tale from Italy about a large bell hung in a tower, the village of Atri. And an old Italian folk tale about a crystal rooster with feathers so white that it looked transparent. She must have been doing this since she began taking care of the kids at the church. Thinking of myself being treated as a child, it somehow stirred a ticklish feeling inside me, but I was sad at the same time. What an odd
あ
feeling.
なたが子供の頃の話がいい。
My childhood? Well, I don't think it's very interesting. I was raised at the church like everyone else. Being raised at the church wasn't normal, or so I believed. Sure, there were kids without parents, but the majority were raised within a family. Lily accepted a life of being raised in the church. That was truly amazing. And you can't imagine how angry Sister Sophia was. Lily smiled, remembering both the good and the bad from those days. Seeing her expression change vibrantly with each word was making me feel uneasy.
そばにいてほしいって言ったのは俺だけど。
It was rather embarrassing to have her so close to me like
どう
this.
したらいいんだろう。
Kiss the girl. Lily smiled again and patted me on the head. Getting a bit sleepy? Why not close your eyes for a bit? She gently held my hand. I really didn't expect that. Lily left her other hand on my head as she began to sing a lullaby. I must pay her back for her
リ
kindness.
リー、
What is it, Orlok?
本当はいけないのかもしれないけど、俺はあなたと出会ってからがこれまでの人生で一番。
Orlok. She looked at me with surprise on her face. I wanted to tell her more, but I couldn't come up with the right words to say. Slowly, my eyes began to close. The warmth I was feeling inside me lulled me into a deep slumber. Okay, and that's where we're gonna go ahead and end today's video. We're gonna end it on a, sweet little moment with Orlok. I'm getting the feeling, he really wasn't treated well throughout life. I mean, obviously, but he worships this bishop so much, but from what I'm gathering, he really wasn't that nice to him or cared for him or anything, is what it seemed to me. But yeah, other than that, I think everything is kind of Yang's plan. I mean, he kind of basically confirmed that himself when he was basically like, I continued to say lies. Everything he was saying was a lie, and then just frustrated me so much. But yeah, I wonder what his plan is, because I just feel like Dante and Gilbert are playing into his hand at this point, and I don't like that one bit. I really didn't escape Yang in a way. And I'm worried I don't want Dante or Gilbert to die, but they won't leave Orlok alone. But on the bright side, this is the least annoyed I've been in a video for Piofiore in a while. So that's great. Today's video was pretty good. Yeah, we're making some progress. It's getting interesting, and I'm not annoyed today. So I'm going to consider today's video a success. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and go. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!